when I first met him, I've never told him this or anybody. I've never told anybody this. I thought he was mean. Y'all, it has been 1 year since I ruined the VANOSS crew. Yes, that's right. It's been about a year. And I get a lot of questions on YouTube, on Discord, on Twitter. So I figured what better way to talk about my year in the VANOSS crew than answering some of your questions. So I put a little tweet out here. I said, I want to do a Q&A now that I've ruined the VANOSS crew for almost a whole year. Write down your grievances and questions below. So we're going to get through these. I'm going to try to answer the ones that I haven't really answered in a while or any different ones because I like a Q&A. I think it's good to give a little update on my life, talk about stuff, because I don't really get a one-on-one with you guys a lot. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, maybe subscribe. I don't know. Subscribe to the gaming channel. And we also have a VOD channel where I upload Twitch streams on there. Not all of them, just the ones that are like, I think are really entertaining to watch. So yeah, check all those out. They're gonna be in the links below. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my content for this past year, if you're new to me. And for those that have been OGs, I love you guys. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go through some of the comments that I think are really good ones or questions that are really good ones. And I'm gonna try to answer them as fast as I can because I have to be out of here in an hour. Sophie asks, when are we getting married? This is my friend Sophie Texas. She's awesome. Sorry, Sophie, I'm married to Emerome. She's my best friend. She's my wife. Yes, I have a partner, but she is my wife. It's two different things. Two things can be true, okay? Scrubbing, who is an awesome streamer. You guys should check him out. This is an easy one, but genuinely curious. What's your funniest? F you, Apple Watch, you're trying to update me. Scrubbin says, this is an easy one, but I'm genuinely curious. What's your funniest favorite recording moment so far? Like top one moment. I absolutely died at this is a recent one too. Wildcat stimming is always my favorite. When he stims, it just gets me going.
There's the trials that got added. I don't know how many fucking updates ago. I haven't done it. Has anyone here actually done it?
No.
Wait.
What the f is going on out there?
Booty rockin' tail.
All right, let's fucking do this. Let's go.
My
Come on,
God.
fucking. We're not doing a goddamn. Let's go. Hey, this could be the end of the whole service. Are you ready? Let's go.
Oh my God. You coming
It's
down
another
here?
fucking session where it's these two laughing at each other.
Just let me stim.
Also, my favorite, like, that's my funniest. My favorite recording moment is any time I get to record a panda, and I've been recording with him a little bit more. You should check out the videos that I've been doing on his channel and my channel. That's been super fun because I feel like him and I are kind of like the same in terms of we have kind of dark humor, but we're also bubbly. It's a very weird mix. He's very much like male version of me, if that makes sense. We're very different in some things, but we're very similar in the like humor and stuff. Jordan says, if you had to play nothing but golf it with the guys for a month straight, but it meant the Falcons win the Super Bowl, would you do it? Oh, if you guys don't know, I'm a Falcons fan. Times have been hard for us. Times have been hard. We started off the season with Koo. He got traded to the Giants. He can suck it. And our quarterback is very much volatile, and Mr. Penix is a choice. So that's where I am on it. That's where I am on the Falcons. Would I play golf it for a month straight if the Falcons win the Super Bowl? I think I would not. No, I don't think I could do it. I think I would jump off a bridge before I would do that. Who out of the group surprised you the most when you first met them till now you've gotten to know them better? As in personality opened up more to you? Marcel, like his videos are very funny. You know, I started watching the VANOSS crew when y'all were like, oh, you're playing with them. You should watch some of their lore and stuff. Now that's kind of like my thing. I love doing react content with their stuff. I thought Marcel was just very like funny and not hyper in a bad way, but like very energetic and stuff. And that's true. But Marcel also has like a really deeper side to him where he like thinks a lot and he's very, I don't want to say emotional. What's the word? He's very mature. I thought he was just very like, you know, that kind of thing. But he's actually very like down to earth. He's very chill. Like he's a lot more chill than I thought he would be. Yeah, getting to know him has been really nice. Him and his wife, now wife, congratulations, Marcel. They're wonderful people. Like they are so wonderful. They're so nice. They genuinely care so much. I really enjoyed getting to know Marcel on a deeper level. It's been great. I'm so excited. I have exciting news. I have my own buildables out and it's starting Friday, November 28th. If you're watching this video right now, they are live now. Y'all know I love building block collectibles, and buildables is dope as fuck. It's so cute. It's so fun to put together. These are very limited, so hurry and pre-order now. And thank you so much, Buildables, for partnering with me. I'm so excited. After what happened at TwitchCon, are you going to return to PAX East in 2026? Yes, I will be going to many conventions. I've already booked my stuff for PAX. I've already talked to a company that's sponsoring me to go. I am definitely going to PAX East. It's probably the best convention in North America that I've been to. There might be other ones that are better, but like that's the one that like I feel comfortable with. And they have lots of game stuff. A lot of my friends go. Other conventions I'm gonna probably go to. I've been getting into Magic the Gathering. So I'm going to MagicCon. I'm going to probably PAX West. I'm gonna try to go to if I can fit it in my schedule. I know it's like the Labor Day weekend, so it's always kind of a crazy time. And DragonCon. I know those are close to each other, but yeah. I wanna say with TwitchCon, what happened, it doesn't deter me away from conventions. It just deters me from Twitch. One of my goals this year is to kind of step back from Twitch, not leave it, but I want to do more YouTube streaming. I've been slowly integrating more streams, like dual streaming. It's just hard because I typically, when I do a stream, if I either do a really short stream or I switch games halfway through my stream because I have the attention span of a gnat. It's hard because you have to do like a thumbnail. It's like a whole thing. You have to change your category. You got to basically do like 2 streams for YouTube. But that is my goal, is to focus more on YouTube. I like YouTube a lot. I feel a little bit more comfortable now on YouTube that I've been doing it hardcore for like a year. You guys have won me over. Not to say anything bad about the Twitch community. What I love about Twitch and why I haven't given it up, considering the company is absolute dog water, the community is so good. That's where I got my start. I didn't know that people really did a lot of like gaming streams and stuff on YouTube. I knew Twitch from my brother. He introduced me to it when it was Justin TV, and I've been in love with it since. It has a special place in my heart. Seeing it being run into the ground is very heartbreaking, but the community that is on Twitch is very tight-knit. I'm hopeful that I can transfer that community into YouTube, and then you guys can be a big happy family. How did it feel to have the Nogla experience for the first time? The first time I ever played with Nogla, I thought he was a random, just like I always do when I'm playing Among Us with new people. I'm like, who invited their older brother to play? I thought he was this is really some tea. When I first met him, I've never told him this, or anybody. I've never told anybody this. I thought he was mean. I thought he was mean because he was being mean to either, I don't know if he was being mean to Himmy or Wildcat or whatever. And this is before I kind of like knew that people were like joking in Among Us and stuff. Like, I mean as fuck to my brother. I'm constantly telling my brother, I'm like, go run an oncoming traffic. Like, I'm telling him that, but that's my brother. But on stream and stuff, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that he's actually being so upfront and honest. It was like refreshing, yet it was also like, wow, that's mean. You're doing it in front of an audience and stuff. It wasn't in a way where I was like, I don't want to be friends with that guy. He's mean. I don't fuck with Nogla, blah, blah, blah. It was like, whoa, he is 100% himself. It was like an awe. Almost. Who was the most annoying member to record with? People keep asking me that. It's actually not Nogla. The person that's most annoying to record with is myself. You know what? Scratch that, pig poacher. Scratch all that. Who's the most annoying member to record with? Brian. Dun, dun, dun. The only reason why is because he's on West Coast. Anybody that lives on the West Coast, Marcel, Evan, Brian, it's all fucking annoying. I want to be in my bed by 9 o'clock. We start recording at like 4. And sometimes we don't even start recording until like 7. Last night, I was up until midnight recording, and then I had to do a sponsor after. So like I was up until 3 a.m. pretty much. But they show up. They're fine. It's not even that deep. I'm not answering that, Pionk, you fucking goose. Oh, this is a great question. How expensive is it to be a content creator? I'm starting out now on Twitch and I'm working on a VTuber model. I want to know what the ballpark is when it comes to investing into equipment and apps. Very expensive. I think about 1/3 of everything I make, I throw away into a savings account for taxes. Then about 30 to 40% of that I send to editors, I send to artists, I send to expenses through the month. So I'm left with about 30% of my income that I make. Probably. I would say probably 30 to 40%. I'm very blessed to have this job. If I was on my hospital salary, I would not be able to afford to do this. The thing about being a content creator is, which is very hard for me to wrap my head around is I don't get paid the same amount bi-weekly or monthly like I used to, and it freaks me out. When I told this before, but when I went for content creation, I made sure my house was paid off. My house is very cheap. I live in the middle of nowhere in Georgia. I got my house as like basically a foreclosure. It was a crack den pretty much. I made sure my house was paid off. I made sure all my credit cards were paid off. I still have medical debt, but that's okay. Me, for everyday living, I wanted to keep my costs as low as I could, and I made sure I saved a year's worth of salary from my hospital before I did this. This wasn't something where I jumped in and was like, I'm gonna be a content creator now. I very much fought it. I stayed part-time for a while. I still every once in a while will take a contract and I do insurance stuff sometimes just for like an extra buck. So I mean, this is not a hard job. You boot up, you play a game, you record, you have fun, blah blah blah. The thing that's hard about it is how expensive it is to be a content creator. You can start off cheap. I started off cheap. I started being a PNG tuber, which is just like a reaction gift to sound. When my dogs bark, my VTuber would open her mouth. Start small, and then if you really decide that you love it, then start investing. Don't put a lot of money into it. My first setup was a cardboard desk, like a cardboard, literally a cardboard printer box that I reinforced with books. My chair was a beanbag chair. I have definitely come from humble beginnings. Start it because you love it. Don't ever go into content creation thinking you're gonna be rich. You're not. 99,000,000% of people do not make it. I am not rich by any means. I'm really not. I've only been doing this for a little time. The people I play with are probably really well off because they've been doing it for a decade plus. This is an expensive hobby. Fortunately for me, my hobby turned into a job, and I'm forever grateful. Oh, this is a great question. How has the sudden shift in attention affected you? I mean, to go from having your own fan base to one of the biggest there, so suddenly it must have been a little jarring. Though I have to say, from an outside view, you've handled it so well. That's so nice! I never thought about this. I think I still view myself as like a small streamer, where I'm kind of like I would say like a beginning to intermediate YouTuber. I'm definitely, like I said when I was talking about expenses, I'm definitely not rich. I think the sudden shift has definitely made me more reserved. I've definitely had to filter out some friends recently, especially with the TwitchCon thing that happened. I had to really analyze my friendships of, okay, who's a real friend, or who is somebody that's giving me a heavy heart, or who's somebody that's like not a true friend through thick and thin. That's very depressing and sad, and it's definitely made me kind of hermit a little bit. But on the plus side of it, the friends that I keep around, and you guys will see, because since TwitchCon, if you see me do collabs, you can notice that, especially on Twitch, not on YouTube, but especially on Twitch, they have been very much slimmer. And it's because I have narrowed my friend group to be the people that give me the most joy, support, and that are the most real. I think it's affected my friendships the most. It has also affected my relationship with my family in terms of I have become the provider for my family. I've done a lot of like financial stuff for my dad. Hi Dad, I know he's gonna be watching this. My dad is a retired police officer and he is disabled, and I have been able to help him out financially. The sudden shift, and now that this is like a real job for me, has definitely made me closer to my family and made me go, I am lucky, let me spread some of that luck to the people that are closest with me. And since I don't have a big family, it's been really nice to be able to help them the way they helped me when I was struggling. There's been good, and then there's been some bad. I would say definitely though, in terms of like emotions, I've been very much hermetized. I've definitely closed myself off, but with the people that I'm around, I've opened up more. So closed off to the mass, but with my close circle, I've opened up more. Oh, this is a great question. Thank you for picking me as your question last time. You're welcome. Thank you for good questions. You have great questions. What are your thoughts about fans who seemingly only watch to remember the past? Not saying it's wrong. I just notice an overabundance of nostalgic fans. Blame them for constantly bringing up the tax man. I don't understand the tax man, but I will answer your question. I think it's awesome. I think for me to be in a position where, one, I didn't know who they were when I started playing games with them. I think that was a good thing, because if I knew who the VANOSS crew were, or like how experienced they were, how famous they were or whatever. I think that would intimidate me. And I went in definitely with just being myself. Seeing the fans be nostalgic, it makes me happy for my friends. You know, it makes me go, oh man, like they have really done a lot for themselves, their community, YouTube, streaming and making YouTube videos in general. It makes me really proud to be most of the time accepted into an already established fan base. I would say, and I've talked to Tyler about this before, like in terms of like, and Nogla and all that. I mean, they've all been like, we got your back. I would say 99% of the VANOSS crew fans are accepting and absolutely sane. There's the 1% that they get a little parasocial and they're like, or I really hate calling people misogynistic because I don't think they look at me as, oh, a fucking woman, which I have seen. I have seen a couple comments where they're like, it's the VANOSS crew, they're supposed to be boys. I think it's more about, I have definitely a different type of humor. I have a lot of different experiences. For the guys that I play with, some of them have had normal jobs, put quotes around normal because what's a normal job anymore? But a traditional, like, I go somewhere, I work for someone, I get a paycheck based on somebody. Like maybe they've had like 1, maybe 2. For a lot of them, YouTube is their job, and it's been their job for a decade. I think my experience has brought something new to them, and I have a lot to say, and I have a lot of stories, and I have a lot of like, I've had a lot of crazy jobs. I've worked in pharmacy, I've been into drug rep, I've done hospital care, I've done outpatient care. I was a shop girl at one time. I was a barista at one time. I fucking cleaned houses. I have been through it all, and I moved out when I was extremely young, and I have a lot of life experiences with that, so I feel like they see that difference. For the ones that get upset, I think they see the difference and they're like, I don't think she's like the other guys. Maybe it intimidates them or gets on their nerves, but for the most part, I think it's great when people look back and they're like, my homies, that's my YouTuber I grew up with. I think it's fantastic. I really hope that the VANOSS crew, not because I want to keep doing this forever, but I think they're just like people's comfort, and that makes me happy. Sorry, that was very long-winded. I'm a yapper. How many people, this is drama. I'm gonna answer it because I really wanted to answer some like dramatic questions and intense questions. How many people, VTubers, have stopped talking or associating with you since you started hanging out with the VANOSS crew? I would say I stopped getting invited to a lot of other people's, I would say lobbies or sessions or whatever on Twitch. I don't think it was in a malice way. I think it was, oh, she's busy with the VANOSS crew. We'll get somebody else, so we're not gonna bother her. I think the best in people most of the time, this has kind of switched since the TwitchCon incident. In terms of VTubers, I used to be in a VTuber agency, if you guys don't know. I did not sign an NDA, so I can talk as openly as you want ever about this. That company can suck my anus. They were the worst. All the VTubers in that company, except for one, were amazing. There was one in there that was a complete bitch. I didn't ever really get along in the VTuber community anyway. I know the VTuber community right now is in turmoil over a virtual camera streamer, literally being a VTuber, winning the awards or whatever. I'm not even gonna get into that. I would say a lot of the people that I played with a year ago don't really fuck with me anymore. The people, I'm gonna make it easier. Let me tell you the people that do fuck with me. Everyone from Speedy's group, they're still amazing. I literally just played games with them last Friday. I played Call of Duty, Prop Hunt. I love Speedy, D4, Sidearms, I'm sorry. There's not a lot of people that I play games with, but like those guys, completely fuck with. Chilled Chaos is another person that I'm on good terms with. Other than that, it's not because I'm mad at the people, but like I just don't have time. I don't really have any beef or anything with anybody. It's just timing. It's also like change of content or change of personality. A lot can change in like 2 or 3 months, and a lot can change in 2 or 3 years. I'm definitely not the same person I even was a month ago. And if you can't look back on yourself and cringe, then you are not having growth. I look back on myself like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, God, I was cringy. It's because I've grown. It's because I've become more real. It's because I've been through a lot of trauma and I've learned through it. And the people that I surround myself now are definitely real people, and I love them. Oh, this is a great question. If you had to do it all over again, what's something you would change about how you did your content? It could be anything from what you were playing to how you made your videos. I would definitely put more energy into shorts, and I really need to get back into it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? I wish I had more time. I wish I was better with my time management in terms of stuff. I would have put a lot of time learning how to edit. I still don't really know how to edit. I'm gonna try to learn with some of my VODs. If you haven't subscribed to the VOD channel, you should. Then you can see how bad I am at making thumbnails and VODs. I get high and then I make thumbnails and I think they are heat. And then I wake up the next day, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I would change in terms of content. I would probably do a little bit less collabs and I would focus on my own stuff. Not saying anything that I've ever done with people that I've collabed with is bad. I'm proud of the videos and content we've made. I think a lot of people didn't get to actually know me like on this type of level, like solo level, like solo one-on-one, like one-on-one, it's me versus you right now, because I didn't do a lot of solo content. I'm trying to incorporate that now, and it's been really fun and entertaining. And yes, it doesn't absolutely hit the bank or the algorithm or whatever, but it's been very good for me. And it's good for y'all because you get to know a little bit about me. Just curious, as a little sister has 2 older brothers and a twin sister. Oh my God, what a blessed family. How does it feel having annoying older brothers? Or does it just feel that way hanging with the bros who do dirty jokes constant and don't care what they say? Also, you're awesome. Thank you. I definitely do feel brother energy from the guys. And I think I'm like pretty much the same age. I'm 33. I know Nogla's 33. I think Brian is 32 or 33. There's a couple of them that are older, but I do feel like mentally that they are older, especially when we're like recording videos and stuff. Especially with the games, they're obviously more skilled than I am. I feel like it is truly like playing with my brother. My brother has always been good at games. My brother has always been very crude, and my brother has always been really like, hey, Pasta, go kill yourself. We're very upfront and honest with each other, and they are the same way. I feel so at home with them. Half the time when I get into a call, if Wildcat's there, I go, hey guys, this is what I did today, because I just think that's what you do. Literally, Tyler would go, didn't ask. Same thing my brother does. I feel like all the cons are more obvious, but I'm curious, what are the pros of being the only woman in a group of guys with a fan base that's largely male audience? The thing is I can say whatever the fuck I want, and I'm being judged, but not by women. Let me tell you what. I am very much in the womanhood, the sisterhood as they call it. I love women. I love having women friends. My best friend is a woman. I get along so well with women. But there have been times where I think that there is a joke or I can be mean to a woman and they're like, and then we have to have a big long discussion about it. I'm like, get over yourself. You know what I mean? The pro with guys is you can tell them, hey, you're stupid. And they know it's a joke and they don't press you about it later, usually. Not saying that guys don't get offended. I want to say we just got out of November, which is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I think guys deserve compliments just like women. I think guys deserve self-care like women. I don't think it's about gender. I think it's about people. But I will say in general, with the guys, with these specific men, I can joke around, and if a joke doesn't land, they'll just be like, you're stupid. And I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh my God. What's the longest you've waited for the guys to start the recording session? 5 hours. I once waited 5 hours. Bonus question, who'd you have to wait for the most before the recording could begin? You know, I don't really keep track of that. I only know that Brian has been moving, and this isn't even a slight towards Brian. He is like, that dude is busy as fuck right now. We had to wait on him last night. He said he'll be there in 20 minutes. Sorry, Brian, it took you 30. But that's okay. I'm not mad about it because you had a valid reason. Unlike Nogla! Imagine you were destined to move into the VANOSS crew house. All the bedrooms accommodate 2 people with separate beds. Who would be your best and worst choice of roommate? I feel like my best roommate would be Marcel. Because, well, they all have partners, don't they? Sorry, Marcel just recently got married, so I'm like, he has a wife. Oh God, this is a great question. I think Marcel though. I think Marcel because we both have severely debilitating ADHD where sometimes I wake up at 2 a.m. I'm like, I gotta rearrange all the furniture. I think Marcel would just get it and he would help. And he'd be like, yeah, bro, we gotta get this done. I think my worst roommate would be Panda because we would just look at each other and start laughing. You know, like the sleepovers that you have when you're a kid and it's like 2 a.m. and you're like, psst, and then the other person goes, psst, and then you just start laughing. It would be like that. Like the more you try to be quiet, the funnier it is. All right, this is my Discord. We're gonna take a look. Is Nogla really much of an ass putting it lightly? He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. He will do anything for anybody that needs advice with YouTube or whatever. If you're his friend, he will go above and beyond for you. I don't understand the Nogla hate, but I also talk to him outside of recording. So he has been definitely somebody that has helped me out so much. Anytime I see Nogla hate now, I'm like, you guys, you don't even know.
Who do you find the most relatable on an emotional wavelength? That was so fucking stupid.
Oh my God, your laugh is so good, Bio. The most relatable for me is Panda. Panda is a very, I don't want to say complex. Panda is very like down to earth. They all are, but Panda, I just feel like I could tell him anything. I know I've said that already, but like I said, I get along with me and Marcel. We have our ADHD bullshit thing. We get hyper fixated on stuff and we have the same levels of anger. Mine just comes out in a laugh and bubbly, where Marcel's screaming, and I think it's hilarious and awesome. Me and Wildcat, we have the dumb stems where we're like, bee boo boo. That dumb shit is what we have. Me and Nogla, we have the I'm gonna annoy the piss out of everyone kind of thing. I do it on a different way where we're like, what's your favorite soup? I relate to them in different ways on emotional levels and comedy levels. I just think they're all wonderful. Really big fan of your content, thank you. Wanted to ask you a few questions. Would you do collabs with other people than the VANOSS crew? I get a little shy and I don't want to like inconvenience people or put people on a spot. So it's like kind of hard for me to reach out, but I'd like to reach out to like Grizzy or Puffer and play more games with them. I think they're hilarious. Would you ever play VR games of any kind? I have, and I have on stream. I used to do VR chat, Phasmophobia and stuff. I just get extremely motion sick. The older I get, the more motion sick I get. I'm the person that has to be behind the wheel driving or I get car sick. If you could change one thing about the YouTube algorithm, what would it be and why? I think I don't know enough about the YouTube algorithm to understand it, so I can't really talk much about it. I don't really have an opinion. I know that's kind of a cop-out. I really don't know. One thing about the YouTube algorithm maybe that I know is there will be videos where I want to react to really funny people that are not people I normally react to. I wish they wouldn't punish you for going outside of the circle, because I would like to do reactions based on like non-YouTube people, like react to Paula Deen being fucking weird. You know what I mean? Or like react to the best Steve Carell moments. Like that would be, Steve Carell is somebody that is absolutely hilarious and I really respect as a comedian, but like that wouldn't go hard. So I wish they wouldn't punish you for going outside of the topics that you normally go to. I'd like to also start doing deep dives on topics that I'm extremely passionate about, or even don't know about. Like do a deep dive on kitty litter. You know what I mean? And then make it funny. I would love to do that, but I know it wouldn't do well because of the algorithm. The algorithm is oh, this is so sweet. I put this on a video post I made a year ago. You made my day, but just laughing and stuff. Hope you're having a great day. God bless. God bless you, Lady Harumi. Why are VTubers so smelly? Because we ain't got a soul. I don't know. Random, I don't know. Random, I don't know. Also, we don't have to wash our hair that much because we're not on camera, so we don't have to take a bath as much. I shower every day. When you first met Brian in recording our IRL you pick, what was his first impression of you at the time? What was his first impression of me? I don't know. You'd have to ask Brian. That's one thing that you guys need to understand. They don't tell me things. That's why I ask them so many questions. I don't know them as well as they know each other. So they could probably hate me and they're all like looking at each other like, we got to get this bitch out of here. Speaking of which, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a great video to be able to do to answer questions. It's been a year. Been doing a year in the VANOSS crew, even though I've been playing games with them for a while. I'm still at the point where I'm like, I don't like saying I'm part of the VANOSS crew because I don't feel like I've been in there for enough time, even though it's been a year. Those guys have been playing games for like 10 plus years, 10, 15 years now. I feel like I'm still VANOSS crew adjacent. I'm VANOSS crew and co. I am the co. And friend. Thank you guys so much for all the support this year. If you were watching to the end of this, I hope you guys have an amazing holiday, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever. I don't know. What is it? Kwanzaa? I'm very dumb culturally. I'm so sorry. And if you don't celebrate all those, I hope you're enjoying the time, the cozy time, or maybe you're in Australia. Hope you're enjoying the summer. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. This is a crazy time in the world. I'm glad I can be an escape for y'all. I have so many goals for the new year. New Year's resolutions are in full swing. I'm making a plan, so I can't wait for this next year. You guys think this year was crazy? I have so many plans. 3D models are coming out. You're gonna see my face a lot more. I'm doing a lot more events, so hold on to your butts because it's gonna be another great year. Thank you guys for watching and subscribe to all the things, and I love you guys and bye.